So, everybody loves a good 3D game, right? So I decided to make one. I published it, I got some feedback, and in this video you will see me working on improvements for this. Cheers to Blackstone Prod for the awesome course called Game Dev Rocket. One of the sections covers this top-down shooter. The section covers only a few enemies and does not contain the juice that makes the game satisfying. First things first, I gathered the received feedback and made a Trello board so I can keep track of the items that still need some work. This helps us stay organized. Afterwards, I created a volume controller so we can control the volume throughout the whole game. Now let's focus on the enemies. Here is how you spot a professional Blender artist. Anyways, I'm totally confident in my modeling skills. As you can see, I've been modeling for almost 1 hour now, my entire life, so I have to be a god in modeling. I mean, you can see on the screen, you can recognize what it is, right? It, it's a bird. I am creating a bird. What I learned from creating games is that you don't need anything complex to actually create a game. You can start by using basic tools and shapes to model your own characters, buildings, patterns, anything. And this is what I'm doing here, starting from basic shapes and trying to reach something more complex. Yeah, I'm not the best right now. I cannot even be called a noob. Like, just look at this, it's cursed. After I modeled everything and added the armature, I joined everything together, added automatic weights, and cleaned them a little bit. Afterwards, it's the fun part, the animation. I know this is a silly way to animate because the wings are actually mirrored, so could be the bones. But for now, this is all I could do. Then I added the character in Unity, put some materials on it, added the nav mesh agent to follow the player, a box collider, and a rigid body so you can actually trigger some damage. Then the enemy script that contains all necessary data an enemy has. And now it's time to test it. The same way I created more characters and then added a bit more variety. And here's the final results for all the enemies currently in the game. Next on the list are traps. I used my epic modeling skills again to create this spike trap that comes from beneath the ground, strikes the player, and deals him damage. I thought that it could also deal damage to the enemies. This was actually simple. This was actually simple to achieve. After creating the spike and the hole, I just used some modifiers, a mirror and a ray, and just created the trap. Then I imported it in Unity, added some materials, animated it, added a collision so it can touch the player and the other enemies, and thus we have now a trap. And now I set on a quest to search for the next colors for the next maps, and I found this website where you can generate random color palettes, and when you like a color you can lock it, and by pressing space you generate the other 4 colors remaining. Afterwards I added the materials in the game and created the map. To keep this game as simple as possible, I'm adding only cubes for obstacles for the map. I find it more appealing for now, and I'm also trying to see just by keeping things simple. As you see, I also set some traps, designed the map, kept it very, very simple in order to save performance and time, and also because why not? Cubes are fun. Then I added a spike manager
spikes on the
script that
map,
holds, and in any
references to
interval
all
of time it
spikes
just
on the
chooses a
map.
random spike,
Also, we needed another
which
spike script
that
that
can trigger
references to
the
all.
spike. We now have a working trap. Then to make the game more interesting, I added a new mechanism that every second trap you get to choose from a new power-up. At the moment there are only 3 power-ups. You can heal, be faster or shoot faster, but if the game gets, I don't know, enough support or so, I can add more power-ups without any problem in the future. Here is a bit of gameplay on the big map, and if you're wondering what the main character is, well, I don't know what to tell you. It's a bird with a gun hunting demons. Yeah, and that's basically the whole plot of the game. This is the old menu, and from this, we actually got to this. The main menu looks in the beginning so empty because you have to play levels to unlock decorations. So the more you play, the more decorations you unlock, and you can customize your main menu. And finally, I'm adding a tutorial so the player knows what to do, and I'm forcing him to play the tutorial before he can unlock the next level. And after you finish a level, you unlock the next one, and so on. For the moment, there are only 3 levels in the game because there's not really a point to create more if the game won't have players. But if there will be players in the future or anytime, actually, just play my game, leave comments, leave your feedback, so I know if I should continue the game. For now, I'm leaving this as a demo, as a working prototype, a project which I'm actually proud of creating. So thanks for making it until the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please try out my game, support it, donate, give me some money. I need a new microphone. But really, thank you for making this far, and I hope you enjoy the game and that you enjoy my YouTube videos. If you enjoy this type of content and if you want to support me as an indie game developer, leave your feedback, leave some comments, and also share this video, share my games to others.